Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is the cube root of x plus 28 minus the cube root of x minus 28. This is equal to 2. So what are the values of x given that x is not equal to 0? So let's prevent the solution from here. The first step here, we can let a be equal to the cube root of x plus 28, and we can let b be equal to the cube root of x minus 28. Substituting this back to the equation, this implies that a minus b, this is equal to 2. Let's call this equation 1. Now, we can eliminate this cube root by, let's raise it to the power of 3 on both sides, so that now, here we have a to the power of 3. This is equal to, now we eliminate the cube root sign here, so that here we have x plus 28. And then here we have to do the same thing. We raise to the power of 3, so that now we eliminate the cube roots here, so that now we have b to the power of 3. This is equal to x minus 28. Now this implies that a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is the same thing as x plus 28 subtract b to the power 3, which is actually x minus 28. So a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to x plus 28. Subtract, let's open the bracket here. This is minus x, minus times minus 28, so this is plus 28. So x minus x, this simplifies, so that a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to 28 plus 28, and this is equal to 56. Let's call this equation 2. The next step from here, a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is the difference of two cubes expressed as x to the power of 3 minus y to the power of 3, which we can express as x minus y. Then here we have x to the power of 2 plus xy plus y squared. Applying this identity, then here we have a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared, this is equal to 56. We have that a minus b, this is what we have in equation 1. A minus b is equal to 2. So let's substitute here. So we have 2 multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared, this is equal to 56. So let's divide both sides by 2 from here, so that now a squared plus ab plus b squared, this is equal to 56 divided by 2, this is equal to 28. And let's call this equation 3. Now, the next step from here, the next step is that if we have a minus b to the power of 3, we can express this as a to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, then subtract 3 times ab into the bracket here, that is a minus b. And this implies that a minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to a to the power 3 minus b to the power 3. This is what we have in equation 2 here. A to the power of 3 minus b to the power of 3, this is equal to 56. So let's substitute here with 56 minus 3ab multiplied by a minus b. This is what we have in equation 2 from here, which is 2. So let's substitute 2 here. So this implies we have a minus b to the power of 3. This is equal to 56 minus 3ab times 2. This is 6ab. And therefore, let's substitute a minus b on the left-hand side. Remember, a minus b from equation 1, this is equal to 2. So let's substitute 2 here. So we have 2 to the power of 3. This is equal to 56 minus 6ab. So 2 to the power of 3, this is 8, which is equal to 56 minus 6ab. So from here, let's take minus 6ab on the left-hand side so that we have 6ab. This is equal to 56. Subtract 8 so that now we have 6ab. This is equal to 56 minus 8. This is equal to 48. So let's divide both signs by 6 from here so that we have a times b. This is equal to 48 divided by 6. This is equal to 8. And from here, we can call this equation 4. Now, from this step, we have that if we recall equation 3, which is a squared plus ab plus b squared, this is actually equal to 28. This was equation 3. From this equation, we can rearrange this so that we have a squared plus b squared plus ab. This is equal to 28. From equation 4, ab is equal to 8. So let's substitute a so that we have a squared plus b squared plus 8. This is equal to 28. The next step is to take 8 on the right-hand side so that we have a squared plus b squared. This is equal to 28 minus 8. So this implies that a squared plus b squared, this is equal to 28 minus 8. This is equal to 20. And let's call this equation 5. Now, the next step from here, we have that a plus b raised to the power of 2. If we expand this, we have a to the power of 2 plus b to the power of 2 plus 2ab. So this implies that a plus b raised to the power of 2, this is equal to a squared plus b squared. This is what we have in equation 5. Let's substitute with 20 here. Then plus 2 times ab. ab is what we have in equation 4. So we have 8. 2 times 8. So we have a plus b raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 20 plus 8 times 2, which is equal to 16. So this implies that a plus b raised to the power of 2, this is equal to 36. To solve for a plus b, let's introduce a square root sign on both sides so that now from here we eliminate the square root sign so that we have a plus b. Eliminate the square root sign here so that now a plus b is equal to plus or minus the square root of 36, which is equal to 6. So this implies that a plus b, this is equal to 6, and we have that a plus b, this is also equal to minus 6. Now we have two parts here. A plus b is equal to 6, and a plus b is equal to minus 6. From equation 1, which is a minus b, this is equal to 2. We form a system of two linear equations here. So let's add these two systems of linear equations. A plus a, this is equal to a, that is 2a. Then b plus minus b, this simplifies. Now this is equal to 6 plus 2, and this is equal to 8. So we can solve for a here. so that now we have A, that is A1 is equal to 4. We have A1 is equal to 4. We can solve for the corresponding values of B. We have that A plus B, this is equal to 6. Let's substitute the value of A so that we have 4 plus B, this is equal to 6. So we have that B1 is equal to 6 minus 4. So B1 is equal to 2. So this implies that A1, comma B1, this is equal to 4, 2. So we have the first set of A1 and B1. Let's solve for the second set here. We have A plus B, this is equal to minus 6. Now from equation 1, which is A minus B, this is equal to 2. These are system of two linear equations such that A plus A, this is equal to 2A. Then B plus minus B, this simplifies. This is equal to minus 6 plus 2, this is minus 4. Let's divide by 2 here. So that again here, A2 is equal to minus 2. So let's solve for the corresponding value of B. We have A plus B, this is equal to minus 6. Let's substitute A here, which is minus 2, plus B, this is equal to minus 6. So therefore, B2 is equal to minus 6 plus 2. So we have that B2 is equal to minus 4. So we have the second set here of A2, comma B2. This is equal to minus 2, minus 4. Now, the next step from here, if you recall, we are saying that let A be equal to, this is the cube root of x plus 28, and we are saying that let B be equal to the cube root of x minus 28. And this implies that a to the power of 3, this is the same thing as x plus 28. And here we have that b to the power of 3, this is the same thing as x minus 28. So from the first set of solution here, A1, B1, let's substitute this so that now we can solve for x. From the first part, we have a equal to 4, so we have 4 to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 28. So 4 to the power of 3, this is 64. This is equal to x plus 28. To solve for x here, let's take 28 on the left hand side. We have 64 minus 28. This is equal to x1. So this implies that x1 is equal to 64 minus 28, and this is equal to 36. So this is the value of x1. Let's solve for, let's substitute the value of b, which is 2. So we have 2 to the power of 3. This is equal to x minus 28. 2 to the power of 3, this is 8. This is equal to x minus 28. So in this case, we have that minus 28. Let's take it on the left hand side so that we have 8 plus 28. This is equal to x. So this implies that x is equal to 28 plus 8, which is 36. So from the first set of solution, we have x equal to 36. So let's check the second set of solution here. That is A2 and B2. Now from the second set of A2 and B2, which is minus 2 and minus 4, let's solve for the corresponding values of x. Now we have that A is equal to, that is a to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 28. And b to the power of 3, this is equal to x minus 28. 8. So let's substitute the values of a and b. So we have minus 2 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to x plus 28. So minus 2 to the power of 3, this is minus 8. This is equal to x plus 28. So from here, let's take plus 28 on the left-hand side so that we have minus 8 minus 28. This is equal to x. So this implies that x2 here, this is equal to minus 8 minus 28. This is minus 36. So this is the second value of x, which is minus 36. Let's confirm also here. B is minus 4. So we have minus 4 raised to the power of 3. This is equal to x minus 28. So minus 4 to the power of 3. This is minus 64. This is equal to x minus 28. So let's take minus 28 on the left-hand side so that now we have minus 64 plus 28. This is equal to x. So this implies that x2 from here is equal to minus 64 plus 28. This is minus 36. So this proves that we have two values of x. That is x1 is equal to 36 and x2 is equal to minus 36. The next step is to verify. So let's verify from here. If you recall, we entered the cube root of x plus 28, subtract the cube root of x minus 28. This is supposed to give us a value of 2. So let's check with x equal to 36. So we have the cube root of, this is 36 plus 28, subtract the cube root of x is 36 minus 28. This is supposed to give us a value of 2 from here. So we have the cube root of 36 plus 28. This is equal to 64. Subtract the cube root of 36 minus 28, which is equal to 8. This is supposed to give us a value of 2. So the cube root of 64, this is 4, minus the cube root of 8, this is 2. This should give us a value of 2. 4 minus 2, this is 2, and this is equal to 2. So this proves that the left hand side is equal to the right hand side. And this proves that x1 satisfies the equation as well as x2. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.